Hello everybody and welcome. This is gonna be the second episode of CSS images or background images, and in this episode I am going to show you the CSS background origin and background clip properties. So let's link our CSS file, styles and style 7. There we go. And let's do h1 background clip and background origin. Alright, so these were the two background properties that I didn't have time to go through in the previous episode. In this one I'm gonna do them. So I'm gonna create a div element here, like this, and I'm gonna add a class of, let's say, a padding box. Alright, inside of here I'm gonna be saying the h2, this is a background origin padding box. Alright, and I'm gonna make this into an h3 element. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the style sheet. I'm gonna take the body element and I'm gonna make the font family Arial, Helvetica and sans serif. And then I am going to take the padding dash box. We use the dot to select a class, and I'm going to make this one. Let's give it a border of 2 pixels solid yellow. Alright, and I am going to change this. Let's use this color. That looks good. Okay, so basically I'm going to apply a few styles onto this. So let's add padding of 25 pixels, and then we can go and start doing this. So I'm gonna show you the background origin. So let's first add a background, use the URL and go to images. I should rename this into something simple, example.jpg. We gotta go and use 2 dots to get outside of the styles folder, then go to the images folder and example.jpg and a semicolon, and then I'm going to do background repeat, no, repeat, and background origin is going to be padding box. Alright, now there should be a smiley face somewhere, but it's nowhere to be seen. I'm gonna take a look. Okay, well, I got this other image over here right now, so I'm gonna use that. It's huge. So first I am going to make the size to be a little bit smaller. So let's say that the background size is going to be let's say 100 pixels by 100 pixels. Okay, let's make it even smaller, 50 by 50. Alright, and there we go. Now you can see that we have an image over there. Also, I'm gonna make the padding on this a little bit larger, 35. That's going to be good. And I'm gonna add some margin bottom of 1000 pixels so I can scroll down. So basically, let's add a paragraph as well. Test text. So yeah, the background origin with the padding box means that the image is going to be at the edge of the padding. So it will appear on the screen like this. And we can also use the background dash position dash X to move this to the right side, for example, and background position Y to move this to the bottom. So this way we can move this picture anywhere we want to. Now, what if I changed the padding box to be a border box instead? So let's go and do that. By the way, the padding box is the default value. Now let's change this into a border box. Now there doesn't seem to be any difference. And there really isn't. So with padding box, the background image starts from the left corner of the padding edge. And with the border box, the background image starts from the upper left corner of the border. So that's the only difference. Okay, now if we change this into a content box, there's gonna be a difference. Now it will be starting from this right over here. So I could add another line or border over here to show that. I'm actually gonna do that, so let's make a div class, and this is gonna be a border box, and I'm gonna cut these and put them inside of here, and I'm just gonna give this a style of border 1 pixel solid. And I didn't put up colon. Alright, there we go. So basically the image is now over there, and now we can move it once again. Bottom, top, left, and bottom. So yeah, that's what we can do. So that's the difference between padding box, border box, and content box. I'm gonna write it down over here still. And there we go. So these are the differences. Padding box, it starts from the padding edge. Border box, it starts from the border edge. And content box, it starts from the content edge, like we can see here right now. Alright, and this is not a border box anymore, it's a content box. Alright, now there's the background clip property. So I'm gonna show that as well. So I'm gonna change this. Actually, I'm not, but I'm gonna change this to background clip border box. Alright, and I'm gonna go over here, and now I am gonna take this and change it to background clip, and border box. So now you guys can see that these two properties are very similar to one another, but there's one difference. Let me make this dotted. So the background image will start from the border's edge. Actually, it should not be like that. It should start from behind the border, but let's see. I'm gonna remove these. It's still inside the box. Well, that's okay. The border box is very similar to padding box. So let's go change this to padding box. It makes no difference. And now we can use the content box. So it will appear inside of here. And it's so small we can't even see it, and for some reason it's not showing up. Anyways, there's the picture. It's very small. We can't really see it right now, but it is there. That is the picture. So, yeah. Basically, that is the difference between all of these. I'm still gonna write this down. So the background clip, comment. So the background dash clip with the border box. The image starts from the border edge. And then there's the background clip padding box, and the image starts from the padding edge, and background clip content box, image starts from the content edge. So yeah, and this is the default, and this is the default. So yeah, alright, now you guys know what is the background clip and background origin and the difference between them. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna continue on in the next episode. I hope you guys learned something new, and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye, and happy learning.